First one is Yakitori Bento. Yakitori is Japanese style skewered chicken. First of all, I mince onion. This is for Tsukune, kind of like chicken meatballs. Today we are not just talking about yakitori, but all sorts of ways to enjoy chicken, so stay tuned. These are Shishito peppers, sweet green peppers. Green onions are also delicious when making yakitori, but they are also quite a popular vegetable for it. To prevent it from exploding when baked, cut a slit with a knife like this. Next, let's cut chicken into small pieces. The size is your choice, but I think this size is good for yakitori. Skewer chicken. Align the sides of the chicken skin. I often make yakitori by alternately skewering green onions and chicken, but this time I would like to make a meaty, filling yakitori. Next, let's make tsukune. Put minced onion and ground chicken in a bowl. Put potato starch, salt and pepper. Mix thoroughly until sticky. Onions will improve the texture. Small round sizes are fine, but today I'm going to try to make them into sticks like this. When you go to a yakitori restaurant, you may see tsukune shaped like this. 2 skewers are recommended for stability. Yakitori is originally cooked over charcoal on a special grill, but it can be easily prepared at home using a frying pan. Oil the pan. Put the meat you just made. Place shishito peppers in the empty space. Cook over medium heat for a few minutes at first to brown. Turn the shishito peppers over early before browning the chicken. This will burn quickly, so watch carefully. Reposition the chicken. It got a nice burnt look. Remove shishito peppers once slightly browned on both sides. Cover and cook over low heat for 4 minutes. While waiting, we make yakitori sauce. Put mirin, soy sauce, and sugar. Mix well. It's so simple. Return the shishito peppers to the pan and add the sauce. Adjust the amount of this sauce to your liking. While flipping the meat over, cook down and coat the chicken with the sauce. The sauce can be poured over the top when eating or put in a lunchbox. Next, let's make scrambled egg. I added a little sugar to the beaten eggs. You can add a pinch of salt instead. Cook hard so that the eggs are in fine pieces. Here we make another delicious dish using ground chicken. This time add grated ginger. Stir-fry ground chicken and ginger. Put sake. There is leftover yakitori sauce, so I put it in. I also added a little sugar and later a little soy sauce. You can make it with just a yakitori sauce. Or if you are making a new sauce, here's the recipe. Cook until water is absorbed. Taste and add a little soy sauce. Remove the skewer from the meat since it's a bento. It's the same chicken, similar seasoning, but you can enjoy it in many different ways like this. My husband said he really liked this style. Feel free to substitute the shishito peppers with your favorite vegetable. I made this daikon pickles this time. Of course, it's also great if you just make this and eat it without packing it in your lunchbox, so please give it a try. Next one is minced meat cutlet and egg and cheese sandwich bento. First, let's make juicy cutlet. Japanese style is to put cabbage in the cutlet. It's easier to make cutlet if they are cut into small pieces. Heat slightly in microwave. Wash, drain, and prepare the lettuce. Onions are also used in the cutlet, so cut them as finely as possible. When the cabbage has wilted, pat dry and place in a bowl with the onions. Let the cabbage cool thoroughly before combining with the meat. I used a mixture of beef and pork. Beef only or pork only is also delicious. Equal amounts of cabbage and meat are recommended. Onions can be used in smaller quantities. Add beaten eggs here. Only half of it. You can do without it, but today I'll add nutmeg and cumin to add flavor. You can add spices of your choice. Mix thoroughly, mashing the ground meat. Actually, the onions and cabbage should have been added after the meat was mixed until sticky. Form into a shape like a hamburger patty. I like it this big because I put it in sandwiches. I don't think it should be too thick as it takes longer to fry. Today I'll skip the butter and put the panko directly. This way it's all a lot easier. It's okay if the panko are a little thin. If you are unsure, you can put the butter on and then the panko. Fry in oil for 3 minutes on each side. It got a little burnt, but it was just barely okay. When the cutlet is ready, prepare the bread. Spread mayonnaise. I want to add Japanese mustard, karashi. This combination goes really well with cutlet. Put lettuce, cutlet, tonkatsu sauce, wrap in plastic wrap to stabilize the shape for a while. Next, I'll make one more sandwich with egg. Slice the boiled eggs. Then simply add ham and cheese. I bought a slice of cream cheese. Sandwiches between 2 slices of cheddar cheese. Looks really good. Have you gotten Japanese mayonnaise yet? Please buy it and try it on the minced meat cutlet with tonkatsu sauce or use it on sandwiches. I think you'll like it. The combination of boiled egg, ham and cheddar cheese sandwich was something I used to buy at Japanese convenience store, so I made it at home. The 3 layers of special cheese made it even more delicious. I like to serve fries with the sandwich bento. Cut potatoes into sticks and fry in a little oil. I really wanted to fry it with more oil, but I thought I'd make it a little healthier, so here's how I'm frying it today. When the potatoes are cooked, add a little butter, salt and pepper. I'll add some tasty toppings later. Let's cut a sandwich. It came out looking delicious. This one looks good too. I'll serve the fries with mentaiko mayonnaise. I hope you will try the spicy coral mayonnaise on potatoes. The last one is Japanese ginger pork, Shogayaki, and 2 types Croquette Bento. In this video, I cut a lot of onions. Here I'll cut it 2 ways, sliced and chopped. Cut potatoes into small, thin slices so that they can be softened and mashed. Heat in microwave for 6 minutes. Next, let's prepare ginger pork. Cut thinly sliced pork into bite-sized pieces. It's also delicious with a little thicker pork. I always use ginger in paste form to make things easier. But today I bought fresh ginger because ginger is an important ingredient in this dish. Season the pork here. Onions are added together in the bowl. Put sake, mirin, soy sauce, and sugar. Mix well. The enzymes contained in onion tenderize the meat, so we recommend soaking them together. Let marinate while making croquettes. Mash the potatoes as they soften. Today we are making 2 kinds of croquettes, so we will separate this potato into 2 parts. Put spicy corn raw in this bowl. Cut off the thin skin and remove the raw inside with a spatula. Butter is essential. If you put the potatoes in while they are still warm, the butter will melt and it will be easier to mix. This is a very simple but very tasty way to eat corn raw, so if you have the chance, please give it a try. For the second croquette, I'm gonna cook onion with butter. The key is to fry the onions in butter. This makes it incredibly tasty when mixed with potatoes. When it gets soft, add ground meat, add sake, sugar, and miso paste. I usually flavor it with a soy sauce base, but today let's try a miso version. Stir fry until water is absorbed.
味見する？
これ何？
これコロッケにするんだけどさ、ちょっと今日味噌にしてみた。
ここがおいしい。
美味しい？
味噌いいね。味噌のなんか甘みを引き立てるよね。
バターも入ってるから。
バターの風味と
胡椒入れた方がいい？
いや、これでいいと思う。美味しいよ。
これいいか。
味噌ラーメンにも入れるしね。バターと味噌って相性いいよ。
そうだね。
さすが。この作ったらどうするかな。
ダメ、それはもうなくなっちゃうから。
これもしてみる。
ダメだよ、だからなくなっちゃうから。
にこれ合わせてみる。
口の中でコロッケ作るの。
合う。こうしてみないと分かんないわ。合うか。
Mix with potatoes. Since the potatoes were separated into 2 parts, the quantity was small, so I kept some of this minced meat stir fry instead of putting it all in. I think it's a good idea to include a little less stir fry than the amount of potatoes. Form it into the desired shape. Make this one a small circle. I would like to make the other one in a different form. I'll make it rectangular because you can tell them apart after frying. This time I'll make a batter. Mix flour with beaten egg and a little water. Stir until no lumps remain. This time, these are small so you can use a spoon to attach the batter. This way, the extra batter does not go into the panko bowl, and you can proceed smoothly. Fry them in oil until golden brown. This one was fried for 3 minutes on each side. This is one of the most delicious looking croquettes I have ever made. This one has 4 sides, so you can fry all sides a little bit. Both croquettes are okay as long as the outside is golden brown, since the ingredients inside are already cooked. Good thing you have 2 flavors to choose from. The meat seems to have soaked up the flavor. Let's fry them in a pan. You can fry them together, but I want to soften the onions, so fry them first. If it burns, add a little oil. When the onions soften a little, add the meat and fry. It's so easy just to soak up the flavor and fry it, right? This is the perfect main dish for busy people. When the pork is cooked, serve before it gets tough. Packing it in a lunchbox. The miso-flavored croquettes were also very tasty and complimented by my husband. Both croquettes are delicious with tonkatsu sauce. I hope you find this useful for lunch and dinner ideas.